Neville, what the... How? Neville, what's happened to you? I knew you'd come. Kept telling Seamus it was a matter of time. What, this? This is nothing. Seamus is worse. You'll see. Shall we get going then? Oh, Ab, there might be a couple more people on the way. Couple more? What do you mean a couple more, Longbottom? There's a curfew and a cavilling charm on the whole village. I know. That's why they'll be apparating directly into the bar. Just send them down the passage when they get here, will you? Thanks a lot. Come on, Harry. I don't know how to thank you. You saved our lives twice. Look after him then. I might not be able to save him a third time. How long's this been here? It isn't on the Marauders map, is it, Harry? I thought there were only 7 passages in and out of the school. They sealed off all those before the start of the year. There's no chance of getting through any of them now, not with the curses over the entrances and Death Eaters and Dementors waiting at the exits. Never mind that stuff. Is it true? Did you break into Gringotts? Did you escape on a dragon? It's everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. Terry Boot got beaten up by Carol for yelling about it in Great Hall at dinner. Yeah, it's true. Ha ha! What did you do with the dragon? Released it into the wild. Hermione was all for keeping it as a pet. Don't exaggerate, Ron. But what have you been doing? People have been saying you've been on the run, Harry, but I don't think so. I think you've been up to something. You're right. But tell us about Hogwarts, Neville. We haven't heard anything. It's been... well, it's not really like Hogwarts anymore. Do you know about the Carrows? The 2 Death Eaters who teach here? They do more than teach. They're in charge of all discipline. They like punishment, the Carrows. Like Umbridge? Nah, they make her look tame. The other teachers are all supposed to refer to the Carrows if we do anything wrong. They don't, though, if they can avoid it. Amicus, the bloke, he teaches what used to be Defense Against the Dark Arts, except now it's just the Dark Arts. We're supposed to practice the Cruciatus Curse on people who've earned detentions. What? Yeah, that's how I got this one. This gash in my cheek. I refuse to do it. Some people are into it, though. Crabbe and Goyle love it. First time they've ever been top in anything, I expect. Alecto, Amicus's sister, teaches Muggle studies, which is compulsory for everyone. We've all got to listen to her explain how Muggles are like animals, stupid and dirty, and how they drove wizards into hiding by being vicious towards them, and how the natural order is being re-established. I got this one for asking her how much Muggle blood she and her brother have got. Blimey, Neville, there's a time for a place to get the smart mouth. You didn't hear her. You wouldn't have stood it either. The thing is, it helps when people stand up to them. It gives everyone hope. I used to notice that when you did it, Harry. But they used to use a knife sharpener. Doesn't matter. They don't want to spill too much pure blood, so they'll torture us a bit if we're mouthy, but they don't actually want to kill us. The only people in real danger are the ones whose friends and relatives on the outside are giving trouble. They get taken hostage. Old Zeno Lovegood was getting a bit too outspoken in the Quibbler, so they dragged Luna off the train on the way back for Christmas. Neville, she's all right. We've seen her. Yeah, I know. She managed to get a message to me. Recognize these? Yeah, that's one of the fake galleons that Dumbledore's army had used to send one another messages. Yeah, these have been great, Hermione. The Carrows never rumbled on how we were communicating. It drove them mad. We used to sneak out at night and put graffiti on the walls. Dumbledore's army, still recruiting. Stuff like that. Snape hated it. You used to? Well, it got more difficult as time went on. We lost Luna at Christmas, and Ginny never came back after Easter, and the 3 of us were sort of the leaders. The Carrows seemed to know I was behind a lot of it, so they started coming down on me hard. And then Michael Corner went and got caught releasing the first years they chained up, and they tortured him pretty badly. That scared people off. No kidding. Yeah, well, I couldn't ask people to go through what Michael did, so we dropped those kinds of stunts. But we're still fighting, doing underground stuff right up till a couple of weeks ago. That's when they decided there was only one way to stop me, I suppose. And they went for Gran. They what? What? Neville? Yeah. Well, you can see their thinking. It had really worked well, kidnapping kids to force their relatives to behave. I suppose it was only a matter of time before they did it the other way around. Thing was, they bit off a bit more than they could chew with Gran. Little old witch living alone, they probably thought they didn't need to send anyone particular powerful. Anyway, Dawlish is still at St. Mungo's and Gran's on the run. She sent me a letter, telling me she was proud of me and that I was my parrot's son, and to keep it up. Cool. Yeah. Only thing was, once they realized they had no hold of me, they decided Hogwarts could do without me after all. I don't know whether they were planning to kill me or send me to Azkaban. Either way, I knew it was time to disappear. But, aren't we heading back straight into Hogwarts? Course, you'll see. We're here! Look who it is! Didn't I tell you? Woo! Harry! Oh my God! Harry! It's Potter! Potter! Ron! Hermione! Okay, calm down, calm down. Neville, where are we? Room of requirement, of course. The past itself, hasn't it? The Carrows were chasing me and I knew I just had one chance for a hideout. I managed to get through the door and this is what I found. Well, it wasn't exactly like this when I arrived. It was loads smaller, and there was only one hammock and just Gryffindor hangings, but it's expanded as more of the DA had arrived. And the Carrows can't get in? Nope. Seamus! It's a proper hideout as long as one of us stays in here. They can't get us at all. The door won't open. It's all down to Neville. He really gets this room. You gotta ask for exactly what you need, like, I don't want any Carrow supporters to be able to get in, and it'll do it for you. You've just got to make sure you close any loopholes. Neville's the man. It's really quite straightforward, really. I've been in here about a day and a half and getting really hungry and wishing I could get something to eat. And that's when the passage to the Hog's Head turned up. I went through it and met Aberforth. He's been providing us with food because for some reason that's one thing the room doesn't really do. Yeah, well, food's one of the 5 exceptions to Gramps' law of element transfiguration. So we've been hiding out here for nearly 2 weeks, and it just makes more hammocks every time we need them. And it even sprouted a pretty good bathroom once girls started turning up.